Hi everybody. Right, as the thumbnail says, I've been here 15 years and this is my slant on what to do if you want to retire to Thailand now. The first thing for me,
Hi guys, why wouldn't you want to come to Thailand? Huh? Look at this. Awesome. Come visit.
for me, the most important thing is your visa. Obviously, if you haven't got your visa, you haven't got nothing, have you? You can't retire here, you can't do anything here. So for me, what I would do is I would apply for a non-O visa in your home country from the Thai embassy. And then that allows you to come into Thailand, right? And you've got 90 days to apply for a visa extension. Okay? And you extend that on the grounds of retirement each and every year. So let's say you've got your non-O. So you come over to Thailand and you've got, the first thing you need to do is you need to open up a Thai bank account. Now, being you've got the non-O visa, I would imagine that would be fairly easy because it's a long-term visa. So get your 800,000 and put it into a Thai bank account. That's got to be in there for 2 months, okay, prior to you applying for your retirement extension. So guys, just remember when you apply for your retirement extension, you need a year of accounts which you order from your bank, and that can take up to 5 to 7 days. So remember that. Then on the day you go and get it, you get your letter to say that's you, update your passbook, and away you go. But for the first year, you've only got to show the 800,000 in the bank, 2 months prior. Stipulations of that are, once you've got your retirement visa, so it's got to be in there 2 months prior to your application. After that, then it needs to not drop below, you cannot draw anything out for 3 months after your retirement visa is granted, and then it can never drop below 400,000. So that money you've got in the bank is pretty much tied up really, if you think about it. 800,000 in there 2 months before you apply. After you get your visa, then you cannot touch it for 3 months, and then it can never drop below 400,000, and then also in that year it's got to be in there for another 3 months. So that money is pretty much dead money, to be perfectly honest with you. It's 1,900 baht. If you want to go to an agent, hey, whatever makes you feel comfortable, but we've been here for say 15 years, just coming up to 15 years, and it's 1,900 baht for an extension. Any extension is 1,900 baht, whether it be for a day or 365. As far as where you want to live, if you've been coming back to Thailand for many years and you know where you want to live, you know the spot that you want to stay in and retire in. If you don't, then what I would say is you get your visa, you get your extension, retirement extension, and then decide whether you want jungle, whether you want beach, whether you want both. And then sometimes all the expat places, tourist areas, 9 times out of 10, and they're very busy and they can be more expensive in tourist areas, which anywhere in the world they're going to be. So what I would do is I would travel around, have 2-3 months in the places that you think that might float your boat and places you want to stay. I'll do a long-term rent. You can pick up somewhere from 20,000, well, from 3,000 to sort of sky's the limit really. Where we live in Phang Nga, you can get like a little 1-bedroom, a single terrace, 3,500 baht a month, and you've got to search them out obviously, which isn't an easy thing, but the options there as far as you renting are phenomenal really. There's always somewhere to rent, or you just stay in a resort if you want to do that, if your funds allow you to do that. So I would travel around Thailand, trying to find your piece of paradise. And we rented in Koh Tao, just off Koh Samui, for 5 years. And then obviously, if you check back on some of my videos, we built this place. We've been here 9 years now, and we love it here. We love it because we can get into Phuket 40 minutes is the gateway, so say an hour into Phuket, hour and a half depending where you want to go. The airport's an hour away. We can get to Ao Nang, Krabi in an hour and a half. And so we're quite central, and so we can dip in and dip out. We can go into Phuket and do a bit of shopping, or we can go down to Khao Lak, which is 50 minutes, and act like tourists for a couple of days, you know, stay in a resort and do it. So, but when we come home, it's relaxing, it's peaceful, typical Thai town, loads of good restaurants here, and I love it here in Pangan. It is sort of the forgotten province. Our claim to fame obviously is James Bond Island, Pangan province, and Panga Bay. And there's lots of other things you can check out. Our nearest beach is about 30 minutes Koh Kloi, which is on the way to Phuket. So what I'm trying to aim at is you've got to find your bit of paradise, because you may live in somewhere like we did in Koh Tao and realise in 5 years it's not the place you want to live anymore. I think we outgrew it. We love it. We've got some great friends there, and we loved it while we were there, but we just wanted, on our road trips coming onto the mainland, we just found different places and thought, yeah, maybe we need to move on to mainland. So while we had the place built here, we rented a little place. It was £5 a month, 2 bedroom, 2 light lounges, bathroom, blah blah blah. Rear yard that was enclosed in for £5 a month. So you can change your life if you want to. It's about taking that step. Like I always say, you know, between first base and second base, there's that bit to jump. There's that bit in the middle where neither your foot's on the first base or on the second base. Apprehensive, but hey. Don't always think about what happens if it goes wrong. Maybe you should start set the mindset so to yourself, what happens if it goes right?